Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, and go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some
Hey,
trust in
yeah.
him. Maybe
Click that bell, get the live notification.
A little
You
bit
can
with
just
the
click that
system.
shit.
They're trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's hard throwing the pocket, man. You got bodies of 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and they forced the incompletion.
Yeah.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd
He got his
down.
ass popped.
And the Blue Devils moving quickly to the line. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it.
Sorry,
Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Caught in the backfield, it's Hampton. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Hampton. At the 45 on his way. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Hampton. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that 1st down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the
fires the pass, intercepted.
There you go.
Got some room to run.
From me to you.
Inside the 40.
This
Running inside the 20. Touchdown Duke. What a great play by the defense.
I fucked up bad. That's some bad little fuck up.
This time it's the defense finding
I
ways
had
to
a
put
touchdown.
points on the board.
I should have won with my first read.
Than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers.
Joe seen
Go
him.
jump
That was
on
the first round I
ball,
had looked
secure it,
at.
Get you a touchdown.
And the extra point is good. All tied up and just about set to kick it away.
All right. Yeah, they definitely look alike.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick-6, Jesse. Just plowing down the field. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
How about that start? This dude is in fuego. Over 100 yards receiving already. You could tell there's a matchup they like, and they're going to exploit it, continuing to feature this wide receiver who's just chewing up yards.
And the Tar Heels want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw, it's Criswell. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
What you talking about? Oh, what you talking about?
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Coming after him. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied at 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. He leaves it with the back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's got it again. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll leave it with him. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Looking for a man. It's Murphy. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Couldn't pick it up on 2nd down. Now they need a couple on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The Blue Devils are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
To the ground. He's got it again. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
On the ground, it's Thomas. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to get the first through the air. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Strong, firm tackle.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
And that's a gut punch, especially if you're the offensive coordinator, because that was sort of a foreign look, the pre-snap motion, a timing play, trying to get the receiver the football quickly. You're expecting to outflank the defense, but give the defense a ton of credit. They made the bigger play, and now they've set you up in a fourth down.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
On 3rd down, going up top. Got his man downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. The Tar Heels racing to the line in a hurry-up.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
He's got his man. Makes the catch and knocked down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Back to throw. It's Criswell. Got his man. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And the Tar Heels will move the sticks.
Well, they picked up that first running the football. That's good news for an offensive line that really has been getting pushed around and bullied in this game so far. Let's see what happens moving forward.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his position.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Looking downfield, it's Criswell. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
Here they come facing 3rd and long from the 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And makes the grab in the end zone.
Appreciate it.
Touchdown, Tar Heel.
Yeah, and the
might
passing
be waiting
game
for it
comes
to happen.
through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football
Definitely
game.
have to wait for
Trailed
that.
a little in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue
It's a
to heat up,
16-play drive, my nigga. That was...
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here.
You know how disappointed I would have been to end with a field goal, nigga? I wouldn't have felt complete. I would have not felt
Crease in
complete.
that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Hell no, we're going to tie this bitch up and do a pick 6.
Heads back out onto the
Sounds
field.
good.
The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they
That's
can
right,
respond.
yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now on 1st down from the 28. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Dropping back, it's Murphy. He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. And that'll do it. Here in the 2nd quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Man, and they tried the surprise onside to start the second half. And this game's a great game. It's been back and forth, tie football game. Maybe trying to jumpstart yourself, but I'll tell you what, now you've put your defense in a bind. Let's see how they respond.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Good pass.
They'll snap it from the 37.
It ain't no pick six or nothing, but it'll do.
Going up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of him. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
Well, that's one that DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that ball is hauled in inside the 30.
Yes, sir.
That is exactly what you want to do with the ball. He's got it all the way.
You gotta want it, man. You gotta want it, man.
How about the big tight end keeping his concentration off that deflection?
And a lot of times you see those contested catches, but the deflected catches, those are just good bounces. Nice job by the big fella continuing to concentrate and see the football, but a nice break for that thing to bounce right to him.
They'll try the run. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him one to the 14.
We have flipped the field.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Touchdown! Bounding over the top. Follow the block.
Appreciate it.
The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
Play drive. Somewhat. 5-play drive. Way better than 6.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
Man, I can beat this zone.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. They'll give it on the counter. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. The give to the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
What we doing? We playing like niggas or we playing like professionals? I know. There's a little point in the game. You gonna flip that field or you gonna flip that field?
And the Blue Devils will punt it away on 4th down.
I don't even know if I should trust
Have
this.
had the day off up to this point. First one of the game.
Okay, I feel it. Appreciate the respect. We're gonna work for it.
Wants to bring it back. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well.
Yes, sir.
Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and expect anything different. When you
Yes,
put together a
sir.
drive like that, I would do
He
more
threw
of
that
the
bitch,
same.
huh? He
Keep the
tried to.
pace, keep it going.
He tried to.
Second down coming up. To the air, it's Criswell trying to get to it. It's complete to the left. Still running at the 40. The expressway is wide open. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And as a defense, how scary
Yeah,
is it
nigga.
having to
Alright,
defend
you
this
can.
guy? He's one
I
of the
don't
fastest
think I'm the
players in
nigga to keep
America.
blitzing.
And you saw it on
Like,
that last play. It's not necessarily
you,
throwing him the
you,
ball over
you,
your head. They
you
just
give
get it
me,
to him
give me
quickly.
that
The hard
man
part
coverage.
now
I'm
is
gonna
running and
expose that shit if I
tackling
got the
that.
right
Not easy to do.
personnel.
The feel of this whole drive changed
But
on
I
that
ain't never
last
played with
big
these
play.
niggas
They've
before.
got
All
it
this
first
shit
and
new.
10 outside the 30. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The idea was to sell that play fake. Nobody was buying it.
You're right, Reese. That D-line, they looked like they had their ears pinned back, and they were coming after the quarterback. You saw dudes rush upfield. They got to that QB fast.
So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Way
Well, the
more
defense
time
is
than I thought I
starting to
had.
figure it out, I think.
That's
It's
good,
taking him
right?
some
This
time. This
guy's
guy already has 2 touchdown catches. That time, though, they were in a better position in coverage to force the incompletion.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Complete to the right. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on third down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a first and goal situation.
Quickly complete. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first
She like
thing
chess,
to break your
man.
way.
She
I
like
think it really comes
chess.
down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner is
Some work to
stopped.
do, my boy. You got some work to do. Wait, see you that bitch up. You
And
were
two
trying to
just
run the ball.
back, ready to go on the attack.
See,
This is
run
when
that
the
bitch over
pressure
though.
can ramp up a little bit on an
Yeah,
offense,
time in
David,
on
when
that.
they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude,
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And that's a live ball.
You got it, man.
And a tremendous return will be stopped at the 28-yard line.
And that is a roller coaster. We got the pick. Oh, no, we just lost it. Oh, no, we got it back. At the end of the day, the defense, David, still had it.
yeah, and all you're trying to do is force turnovers, create plays. Nice job getting the interception. And listen, when you're running to the football, trying to block, that ball
Yeah,
comes
bro.
out. Nice job falling on it, creating the turnover.
Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense.
Y'all know where their safety at.
Lets it fly deep downfield. He was
Look
open,
at this
he
drop
had
that
it,
bitch.
and he
Oh,
dropped it. Would
God.
have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling your rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it
God
go.
damn.
Quarterback now breaking the field. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably
Shit.
fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Okay.
Dropping back, it's Criswell. Unloads to the wideout.
Push it.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he
Good
still made the
shit.
big
Flip
play, and
field.
they'll take over at the 17. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw.
Oh.
He's got the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And you see so many smart
Yeah,
wide
I thought it
receivers, so
would,
many
too.
smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Back to pass, it's Murphy. A little release to the back. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
Deep to shallow. That's why I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back.
Gotta win your 1v1.
Got
to win your 1v1.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. The completion well past the sticks. Open runway ahead. He's at the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Duke.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind. Some players
God,
can't do that
man.
real
This
well.
nigga had a
It
little
leads
more
to
accuracy.
mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. Now improvising. He'll try to do it himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back the pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on it. Nope. Steps out of bounds.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Dropping back, it's Criswell. Showing the arm strength to the left. It's complete. A huge pickup. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Tar Heels. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver
Just run the
scored.
clock, bro.
Another
Just run the
outstanding
clock.
job with the
Yeah,
route.
it's trying to
Great
come
job
back and
securing
shoot.
the catch.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a big play up
Well
top,
done.
going 63
Game
yards to
swap
the
him over,
house.
my boy.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Now we'll
This
get
shit
a
is
chance
far
to see
from
if they
over.
can answer
This
that
nigga on down
last
to
score,
6
trailing
now.
by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been
You
working for you in
avoiding the
this game.
juke.
Don't be afraid
And
to
I
dial
can't
up
say that I
plays
done
that you've
juked
already
you,
had
you know?
success with,
Like, hey,
running it and
you
throwing it.
still
It's
a
okay to
game, my boy.
repeat plays.
You ain't
They
been
are
down
14 at
3.
this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They'll try to run for it. The Blue Devils are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
To the air on first down. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score, North Carolina 35, Duke 21.
And the Blue Devils are on the move. They'll throw it on first down. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Dumps it to the back. Oh, he makes the catch. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Guys have the backfield now. It's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He wants to take the top off. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Floating away. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting it.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play.
And he loses the football on the return. Oh, looks like the
I don't even know why you playing with me like that.
And that was a huge mistake by special teams. On the punt return, fumbling the football.
I thought you was gonna catch that bitch because I had a short kick. I ain't mean.
Offense is now going to take the field because that could have been disastrous.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Line gets set, first down. He wants
I wanted to get Miami. If I hadn't got Miami, you probably would have had a problem. Like, Miami.
Defense, when you can drop several guys into coverage, only rush 4 and still get home. That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Getting some heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation. Right? You've got a big lead. It's in the fourth quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception.
Yeah, I remember Shepard.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Throws to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Talking about Gemini.
Back to pass, it's Criswell. Feeling some heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Wide out in motion. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback.
Oh, what a call on the fake. They're going to throw it. Unleashes one. It's ugly, but it worked. It's a fake. Shades of Little Giants. The Mad Hatter is loose.
Surprised
And
that
it's
shit
a
worked.
touchdown.
Surprised that shit worked.
Well, the fake caught the defense by surprise. Opened up a little passing lane for the score.
And I tell you what, on field goal block, what are we doing? We're sending everybody. You might want to keep a guy or two back deep just in case they do run the field goal. And when you bring the field goal block, you bring everybody. And you're sending all your resources to get them. And you're not covering.
It ain't over yet, man. You finna get the ball on my boy.
To call the play, and it actually worked.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he...
Running wide open down the gut of the field. The 30. Past the 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous. If he
I'm
gets
trying to
into the
hasten that
second
nigga.
level, great vision, and
Good
then
shit.
David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels,
That
erasing.
nigga's gonna run that fucking ball. That nigga's gonna run that ball.
No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. He'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. The Tar Heels want to move quickly. Might as well give it to him again. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. And the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist. And he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch.
And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th down. 2 for 3 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for him. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the
tell that to that offensive line.
Play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as offense comes up on second down.
Hey.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Trying play action. Gonna take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it. The big tight end couldn't.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
The offense batting 500 on 4th down. They're 2 for 4 so far. Quarterback checking off. On 4th down, going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a grab enough for the first. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
They cool. They ain't up there like they used to be, you know. But they
Pocket
cool.
starts to collapse. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, UNC.
You don't win 89 games in a row in Mississippi often.
No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Yeah, it's so crazy. We think it's like a rumor that we had a white quarterback, and like niggas speculate that he sold the game on the last play. Like that shit was so dramatic, bruh. Like niggas speculate if he really sold the game on the last play. Like that's how cold niggas was, bruh. Like yeah, man. Yeah. Because he ended up going pro. Major league, yeah.
Question about that, but they can find
That
some
nigga used to play
positive.
pro.
Yeah,
If he don't still play pro baseball.
You know, Jesse, coaches
Or the
are pointing
minors
out,
or some
look at
shit.
This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. Now they
Step up in that pocket, though, you're straight. Just got to step up off that kind of
This
shit.
defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game.
We have a little more
Defense knows
time.
You're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back.
Same
You
play.
can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller,
Pocket
certainly if
presence
you're the
in one
quarterback,
level.
you're going to have time to throw.
And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in the game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Unloads it left. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Looking to move it through the air. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And now on 2nd down for this offense.
These niggas shit, yeah, he gets down there about the same.
Looking for a man. It's Chris Wells. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, North Carolina! And the stomping has commenced.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game
I ain't really been using that nigga. I've been using like trash.
Still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This offense is pretty much been stuck in the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something.
And he's thrown another interception. Taking it the other way. Oh, that was a terrific return as he takes it to the 9.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. He wants it all. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense.
It's a fake, and the holder's going to try to throw for it. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't.
And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he added the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Quarterback will audible. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And as the ball falls
incomplete,
the clock strikes 0.
Oh, yeah.
There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by
Already.
the boys, by the winning team as well.
Get what you need to
Overhyped
get.
This game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident.
They
They
get
were
who I
able
need
to
to
go
get.
out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all
I
the
think Cam
emotions
Ward
running so
probably gonna be
deep.
approved though, man. I think that
Sometimes
is
you
gonna
get
be nice.
overzealous. Sometimes you get too
My
many
niggas gonna,
penalties. It's
my
hard to
niggas
rein
gonna
in your emotions, but
draft
they
that
did.
nigga.
They kept it in check,
I
and
think
now bragging rights.
they should draft his ass.
So that-
Shit, they better not fuck this up. Man, let me tell you what happened to me, man.